Let's further this discussion by welcoming Dr. Mpho Matlala from the College of Law School of Criminal Justice. Dr. Matlala, it's a pleasure. Welcome, sir. So let's get your current views now about the current state of our policing departments in light, of course, of some very concerning revelations at the Madalanga Commission. We've just heard Witness D there give a gruesome account a short while ago of how he was called by his fellow members to a scene, and what he found was shocking. An individual who had seemingly been tortured till death to try and solicit some information from them. Then later, the witness, a police officer, basically being tasked with getting rid of this body. What in the world is going on within our policing departments?
Good afternoon, Zianda, and good afternoon to the viewers. Thank you for having me. I thought General Mkhonazi's explosive revelations on the 6th of July was shocking, but this sent chills down my spine. I feel as though Ekurhuleni is a country on its own. The Republic of Ekurhuleni, which is a mafia state, they make the shenanigans in the SAPS look like kindergarten stuff. I mean, this is more like a melting pot of rotten stews, where it's a big church of the underworld, and they are reciting a litany of shenanigans where very abnormal things have been normalized. I mean, when you hear about attempts on the lives of fellow EMPD officers and the SAPS not wanting to assist, when you hear how Julius Mkhonazi appointed himself as chief, when you hear how Mashazi, the city manager, the then city manager, acted sort of really provided protection on this patronage of patronage networks, and how 600,000 rands was paid out in an ex gratia to Ekurhuleni officials for protecting Mkhonazi. Then you begin to realize that the SAPS is problematic, but the EMPD is just on another level.
Doctor, what is at the top of my mind, right, is why are we not asking very serious questions as society about accountability as well as integrity? We're keeping exposed to how certain individuals carelessly abuse the state resources without any real consequences, to a point that the good guys are literally being frustrated into resignations, threats on their lives. Surely there needs to be an effective governance as well as operational structures or reforms taken into account at a very urgent basis at this point.
Look, Zianda, one of the problems is the regime that we have in terms of commission of inquiries in South Africa. They're inquisitorial in nature, and that is what we always follow, and the terms of reference only mean that Madalanga Commission can make recommendations, and then we are going to be dealing with the problem of who's going to take forward those recommendations, and then there are new sets of problems in that regard. In other parts of the world, the regime is different, and the case that I would have in mind right now is the Woods Royal Commission probing into the New South Wales police in Australia. That was in the 1990s.
All right, Prof. Doctor, unfortunately, we're out of time. We're going to leave it there. But thank you so much for your meaningful engagement there. That was Dr. Mpho Matlala from the School of Criminal Justice at UNISA there, also weighing in on our current policing challenges as a nation with regards to some of the revelations that we've just heard from the Madalanga Commission.